This poem is targeted towards the general Christian population. So if I say anything that sounds like you, I'm not saying it to you, just you. If you're convicted, well, that's the spirit. You should move on it. But it's just targeted towards the general Christian population. It's called "You Never Said My Name," and it's just coming from something I would expect Jesus to say to me if I never tried to witness to a friend. Okay. I would never let my best friend go through a fire. I would never let my little sister touch a frayed wire. I would never let my little brother start smoking, and I would never stand by while my mother is choking. And yet I hesitate to share the gospel on the bus to a stranger who might be looking for you. And I think, what if God was one of us, yet I deny someone in his likeness the truth? Ever come across moments in the day where someone is crying and you have nothing to say? And as you are slowly walking away, did you think to tell them with God they'll be okay? We call ourselves Christians because we go to church. And going once a week doesn't really hurt. But if Jesus is our life support, we should live and breathe the gospel. Because one day he could say, I never knew you. And if he does, we know it's our fault. We know basic verses like Genesis 1:1. We know God so loved the world that he gave his only son. We know he died and rose and ascended on high. But most of us can't theologically explain why. We're too busy working on ourselves to help others, so we have no time to pray for our sisters and brothers. We consume sermons, Bible studies, and prayers, refuse to give to the poor, and remain naysayers. We know the world will reject us like Jesus said they would. And boys, if you're repping Christ, you can't rep your hood. Jesus is bigger than my neighborhood, my national pride, my ethnicity, my SSI, my bank account, and IRAs, my payroll, and my weekly pay. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. He's all I want, and he's all I need. I don't care about worldly things, dreams, and desires, because my first priorities are the kingdom things, which transpire: my house, my clothes, my car, my job, or lack thereof. Because in the end, all I want is his love. To the person who has nothing at all in this life, why not offer him the gifts of the next life? And tell him no matter what it is he'll go through, our Heavenly Father will take care of you. Because when I was sick, he healed me. When I was broken, he fixed me. So I recommend my doctor to my best of friends, and to my enemies, strangers, and anyone who will listen. And if Jesus is my doctor, then I am his medical assistant, helping him distribute the cure and coaxing those who are resistant. You never know when you take your last breath, so you have to be ready because there's something after death, heaven or hell. And based on how you live your life, you can end up with eternal joy or eternal strife. And last thing I want is for a friend to face judgment for her sins. And when it's my turn, Jesus begins. Rose, 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 why didn't you tell her then? You never shared your faith, but you lent her your pen. You never said my name, and you called her your friend. Did you want her to be saved or be sent to the flames? While you were calling her your friend, you never said my name. Did you ever say his name? So would you watch your friend die without trying for help? And if you didn't do a thing, wouldn't you hate yourself? So next time you say you love someone in your life, introduce them to the man named Jesus Christ.